What's up guys, it's Mythic here, and today I'm going to be showing you the top 6 brawlers for the new April season. Now let's go and get right into it. At number 6, we've got Meg. Meg is one of those brawlers that hasn't really been touched in a while through any balance changes, but she's just been very good over these past few months. She's a very solid tank that can play mid and just lock it down. And she's very hard to kill when she just gets out of mech. She can still pop her gadget and just stay alive for a bit longer. And honestly, she's not even that bad when she gets out of mech. It's really easy to get back into it. You only need to hit a few clips. And it's just very hard to kill her. I don't think any sharpshooter can really deal with her. And if you have like a tank or assassin against you, you can go the explosive star power, so they just get knocked back. So yeah, it's very hard to get onto a Meg to kill her, and that's what makes her very good in my opinion. And Meg is one of the brawlers that was also picked very often in this most recent monthly final. That's actually what this list is mostly based off of, the top picks of the last monthly finals in March. And yes, Meg was one of the highest pick rates. Because again, she's very good, very good long range. And if someone gets close, you can just swipe them for an easy kill. Very versatile brawler, definitely one of the best out there. At number 5, we have Leon. Leon has been one of the best brawlers in Brawl Stars for over the past few months, to be honest. He got his hypercharge just a few updates ago, and it has been so strong because the hypercharge lets him to keep attacking even while he's invisible. So if you pair this with a star power like Invisi-Heal, you can just get 1,000 healing per second while still attacking, and that's just so broken. And what also makes Leon so good is his supercharge rate. Once you get that first super, all you have to do is land on top of an enemy, and once you kill them, you'll basically get it completely back. Leon is just so versatile right now. He's got amazing range, damage output, speed. He's just got all the things that make a good brawler. The main reason that Leon is so low on this list is because there's just so many brawlers that can just poke Leon out of his super, like Crow, Jean, Pearl. Just any brawler that does lots of little damage can easily scout him when he's using his super. At number 4, we have Larry and Lori. And I am just so baffled how a brawler that's gotten nerfed 10 times is still on the top 5 list of brawlers. Like, this is just ridiculous. The way I see it is that Lori will always be good, just how Frank will always be bad. Like, this brawler is just unstoppable. He still has really good burst damage potential. His gadget with healing doesn't even feel that bad, to be honest, and it's still pretty easy for him to chain his supers, and that Lori bot is still a menace. Some brawlers just straight up can't deal with it even if it's a solo. He's one of the few throwers that you don't even want to get too up close, and that's the whole point of throwers, is to try to get close to them. But yeah, Larry is still a menace, easily one of the best throwers, if not the best. At this point, I don't even know how they would nerf Larry to make him bad. I mean, again, 10 nerfs over the course of like 2 to 3 balance changes, still insane brawler. I think at this point they're just gonna have to rework them, kind of like how the bow totem was so strong and they kept nerfing it, and then eventually they had to rework it. Maybe Lori will suffer that same fate, but until then, he is the 4th best brawler in the game. At number 3, we've got Charlie. Now, unlike Larry, when Charlie was nerfed, she actually was considered pretty bad for a while, but overall, she has risen back up to the meta and is now the 3rd best brawler. And Charlie is one of those few brawlers where the meta shifted to change her entire kit. The meta used to be her spiders and digestive star power the better ones, but while spiders is still good, the other one where she heals herself is actually secretly really good right now. It counters brawlers that would normally counter her spiders like Jessie, Amber, and any brawlers that just like to get up close and do pierce damage. And her cocoon is still very strong, especially in gem grab, where if you cocoon someone, they drop all of their gems. This easily makes it her best game mode. And while her hypercharge isn't too good, I mean, it just spawns 3 spiders, I mean, it's still very good to have like the boost to those base stats like speed, attack, and health. So yeah, she's just very unstoppable, very hard to approach with spiders and her cocoon. You can't really do anything to her unless you have like a pure counter comp. And her main attack is still so versatile. It got nerfed to be slower, but honestly, if you're still up close to an enemy, most of the time you're going to be able to outdamage them very quickly. And also the way it works like Carl's, where you can hit her on the wall, was very useful. But yeah, again, just another extremely versatile brawler, and that's why she's the 3rd best right now. At number 2, we have the brand new brawler Melody. Now, Melody is actually one of the most unique brawlers in the game. She's very interesting, and I personally think she requires a lot of skill to learn. You have to build up notes, and also you have a limited amount of supers to use before you have to recharge them. And Melody is just going to be a brawler when in the right hands. It's just going to excel so much. If you dash around your enemies and not necessarily into them, you can just keep tickling them from the side and just do so much damage. You can shred any tank, especially in game modes like Heist. If a Melody gets on the safe, you can just keep tickling it down with your notes and just do so much damage. If you leave a Melody on the safe, you are probably not going to win. And what makes her even more annoying to deal with is her gadgets, where the more notes you have, the higher of a Gus shield you get. That's what I'm comparing it to, just how Gus's shield works, or Edgar, either way. And if you have all your notes, I believe it's 3,500, it's around that, but either way, it's a ridiculous amount to have, especially if you could just keep spamming it, which, you know, a lot of people do, and you can obviously get away with. And also having 3 of those very long dashes is really good for movement. This makes her really good in Brawl Ball or Knockout, trying to get up fast to win control. Just any game modes where control is important, which is, to be honest, most of them, which makes Melody good in almost every game mode. But yeah, Melody is the second best brawler in the game right now. And finally, coming in number 1 as the best brawler in the game is Angelo. And this brawler is absolutely so broken. I'm like actually so confused on why it wasn't nerfed in the most recent balance changes, but yes, he is incredibly strong right now. Angelo just has such a high damage potential. If you fully charge an arrow, it does like 4k, but if you fully charge it while it's poisoned, you can do up to like 8,000 damage, which is just absolutely ridiculous. That one shot's like 90% of the brawlers in the game. Like, I just don't know what they were thinking. And Angelo just has a very strong kit. Like, his main attack is good, his super is good, but also his gadgets, especially this jump right now. I mean, the jump is just so good. I can get out of any situation for free, and like, you know, it's just like it's a get out of jail free button essentially. I mean, both of his star powers are also really good. Being able to heal on your super just lets you, you know, hold down your lane for longer without having to retreat to heal. And being able to walk on water really fast will be really good for certain maps where you can just keep, you know, holding down your lane. This brawler is going to be kind of like Melody, where if you were already a really good sharpshooter, then you're going to be an amazing Angelo. And honestly, an amazing Angelo is what your team is going to need, because if you're the best with the most broken brawler, then, you know, you basically won already. This brawler is just so strong. It's probably going to be nerfed within the next month, so go ahead and get him to rank 30 or rank 25 or however high you're planning to push him before he eventually gets nerfed. So that's going to wrap up today's video. Thank you all so much for watching. If you want to get better at Brawl Stars, be sure to like and subscribe so you don't miss out on the best brawler guides. And I will see you all next time.